Hello friends, welcome to our channel. In this lecture, I would like to continue the remaining part of the circular arches, that is example 3 part 2. Already in the last lecture, I shown up to the reactions at the supports, that is RA, RB, along with that horizontal reaction and vertical reaction. But today in this lecture, I would like to continue bending moment, radial shear and normal thrust at 6 meters from the left support. At 6 meters from the left support. See here, what they are asking. First point, bending moment at 6 meters from the left support. Here in this diagram, A is the left support, B is the right support and C is the crown point. What they are asking? They are asking to find the bending moment at 6 meters from the left support. So for that purpose, I am drawing the diagram. Then again I will show you the relation. So I am considering a section. XX I am considering this section, that section as XX, that section as XX, and this will be at a distance of how much meters? Given the question, 6 meters from the left support. From the left support, from here to here, it will be 6 meters. From the left support, from here to there, it will be 6 meters. So I am indicating this point as E. I am indicating that point as E. Okay. This point as also E. So see here, what they are asking in the question. Bending moment 6 meters from the left support means I am considering a section XX at a distance of 6 meters from the left support. Here A to E is 6 meters and the remaining part will be 2 meters only. Okay. Then here, after obtaining this one, after considering the section, this point from this E to E means from the bottom line to curve up to this curve point E. So this curve is passing from A to C like this. So we have to find the intermediate rise in between that curve. So what is the formula for that one? So if we have to find anywhere in between the intermediate rise for the parabolic arch means the formula will be 4r by L square x into L minus x. But for the circular arches, there will be two relationships for finding that y value. So already in the last lecture, that is in the example 3 part 1, I clearly explained up to. So I clearly explained based on this diagrammatic representation of the circular arch, so how these formulas will be obtained. So you please watch that entire video, then only you will get the clear information about these relationships. So here, first we have to see here, this is the two relationships. So first in this relationship, 2r minus yc into yc equal to L by 2 whole square. So based on this relationship, we have to find out this r value. See, in figure, triangle OEF is a right angle triangle. To find the radius r. So here radius is not at all indicated. I will indicate that one also. See here, this point is O. This point is O. And this point is E. And this point is F. And this point is F. And the center point is indicating with notation G. Again, see here, what they are asking in triangle OEF. OEF is a right angle triangle to find the radius R. So OC is the radius R. Here OC is the radius R, OA is the radius R, OE is the radius R, and OB is the radius R. So here OC is the radius R, OE is the radius R. So from the right angle triangle here OE is the radius R. So OE is the radius R. So based on this triangle only, you will get these two relations. You will get these two relations. So I already explained that this relation in the last example itself. So you please go and watch that one. You get a clear information on that particular topic. Okay. So here YC is the central rise which is given in the question, that is 4 meters. YC is the rise which is given in the question 4 meters. You see, please substitute 4 meters in place of YC. Again L is the total length of the arch. Total length of the arch will be equal to 16 meters. Total length of the arch will be equal to 16 meters here. If you substitute that YC and L value, directly you obtain this R value. So directly you obtain this R value which is 10 meters. So after simplifying the values in this equation, you will get R value equal to 10 meters. Okay. Then after obtaining this R value, what you have to do? You take down this relationship. In this relationship, you please find out this Y value. So R equal to 10 meters. Again, what about this X value? X value is taken from the distance of the point E from the center. From the center line to this distance. So here in this, while explaining the concepts itself, I explained you people very clearly. So X value taken from point D, where we have to find the bending moment, radial shear, all the things. So it is taken from the center up to that given point where we have to take in the triangle, and the remaining part is the left part. See, according to the diagram, what is that R value? What is that R value? So from the right side up to the point it will be 6 meters, half of the span will be 8 meters, and the remaining value will be equal to 2 meters, and the remaining value will be equal to 2 meters. So that is X value will be equal to 2 meters. X value will be equal to 2 meters. So overall length will be 8 meters from A to C. In that left part is given as 6 meters, means the remaining part is 2 meters. So take down X value equal to that 2 meters, plus again R value is given as 10 meters, minus YC value is given in the question, that is 4 meters, plus Y is unknown here. If you simplify entire this value, what you will get means, see here, if you substitute all the values in this equation, means you will get an equation y square plus 12y minus 60. So this equation will be in the form of an quadratic equation. This equation will be in the form of an quadratic equation. So this equation will be in the form of an quadratic equation. So for solving this quadratic equation, what is the formula? So there will be one formula, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So what is the value of b here? 12. What is the value of c here? Minus 16. What is the value of a here? 1. So for solving that one, minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So it is possible to simplify the quadratic equation in your calculator, means you just directly simplify that equation. Otherwise, you take down that formula minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a and substitute here, and then you can simplify in your calculator. You can better simplify in your calculator. Then you will get this y value equal to 3.8 meters at x equal to 2 meters from the center. So the intermediate rise, this y value equal to, after that you will obtaining 2 meters, which is 2 meters. This y value will get 2 meters. So the intermediate rise from E to E, here it will be 2 meters only. Sorry, that one will be 3.8 meters, not 2 meters. 3.8 meters. Okay, this y value from E to E will be equal to 3.8 meters. Okay, after obtaining this y value at x equal to 2 meters from center, then find the bending moment about this point E. So resolving is very easy. Already taken from first example, I am showing how to resolve the bending moment at about the given point. So both vertical reactions and horizontal reaction and whatever the given load can be resolving up to that point A. Here clockwise movement is taken as positive, anti-clockwise movement is taken as negative. Okay, so bending movement at E, bending movement about E. So about E means I am indicating about E. So I am resolving the entire points about E. So clockwise movement as taking as positive, VA into this distance, follow the cursor, force into distance which is acting clockwise towards E. Force into this distance means 6 meters, 95 into 6 which is acting positive, 95 into 6. Again this HA into force into distance, force into distance means 90 into this 6 meters which is acting anti-clockwise towards E. So this is anti-clockwise and this is clockwise. Again see here minus 90 into 3.8. Again this load about E. So 100 into remaining part, this is a 6 meters and this is a 4 meters means remaining part this one will be 2 meters only. So 100 into 2 about E. So which is acting anti-clockwise towards E. So 100 kilonewtons which is acting anti-clockwise towards E. 100 into 2 that is equal to minus 100 into 2 which is 200 kilonewton. So if you simplify that equation, you will get bending moment at section XX will be equal to 28 kilonewton meter. If you simplify that one directly, you will get bending moment at XX section will be equal to 28 kilonewton meter. Okay. And go to the next point, radial shear force. Radial shear force. See here, radial shear force. So again, sorry, okay, enter values will be okay, correct here. And again, come to this point. From figure, tan theta will be equal to, where tan theta? So in the last diagram for the parabolic arches, tan theta, so that one will be taken as slope dy by dx, which is for the 300 parabolic arch. That dy by dx equal to 4r by l square into l minus 2x. After simplifying that, simplifying, you will get the slope value. But here theta value obtained by using this triangle. Theta value obtained by using this triangle. So from the triangle OEF, this theta value can be obtained directly by using this triangle. See here it is not possible to take in the theta symbol. That is the reason I will denote it with T. Okay, take down that one. T is equal to this theta. Okay. So from triangle OEF, tan theta equal to 2 by OEF means tan theta will be equal to opposite side by adjacent side. Tan theta will be equal to EF by OF. So see here, what is the value of EF here? EF value will be equal to 2 and OF value will be kept like that only. So we will simplify that one also, where tan theta equal to EF by OF. So theta equal to tan inverse of EF by OF, where EF equal to 2 here. Again OF. See here in the diagram, already you people know OC will be equal to radius R. OC will be equal to radius R from here to here. So if I want OG, what I have to do? This total R minus this YC means you will get this OG value. So see the simplification. OC will be equal to OG plus GC. OG plus GC. Again, already you people know the OC value will be equal to R. If I want OG value, I am keeping that OG value like that only, plus again this GC value. This GC value will be equal to rise, which is given as 4 meters. Okay. which is given as 4 meters. So see here, R value is given, obtained R value from the relation, that one will be equal to 10. If I want OG value, I am sending this 4, I am sending this 4 this side, minus 4, that one will be equal to OG. Therefore totally OG will be equal to 6. 6 means entire this OG value will be equal to 6 here, 6 meters. Okay. So if I want OF value, so if I want this OF value, I am just adding OF value will be equal to OF value will be equal to OG plus GF, OG plus GF. So already you know OG value, so that OG value will be equal to 6. What about the GF? GF value will be equal to Y. So EE or GF will be same, that is 3.8 meters, 3.8 meters. See here, this OF value equal to 6 plus 38 equal to 9.8. So after simplifying this value directly, you will get sorry. So here obtained Y value will be equal to 3.8 meters. So here also you have to take that 6 plus 3.8 meters. 6 plus 3.8 meters. So 6 plus 3.8. So totally 9.8 value directly. So here it will be some clumsy. So you please try to understand what I explained here. So therefore already according to the formula, this is the radial shear force formula. So this formula will be obtained from the radial shear force and normal thruster diagram. So here what are the unknowns? Theta will be the unknown. Theta can be found by using this slope formula. Tan theta equal to OE by OF, where OF equal to 6 plus Y. So you take down OF directly, OG plus GF value. Here I mentioned that point. Again, so after simplifying, you will get theta equal to tan inverse of 6 plus, tan inverse 2 by 6 plus 38. So that one will be equal to 11 degree 32 minutes. So take down theta value equal to this one. Again, what is V? V is the net vertical shear up to 6 meters from that left support. So whatever the given distance up to there, we have to find out the net vertical shear. See here, VA will be acting upwards and 100 kilonewtons will be acting downwards. So for vertical force 95 plus 95, for downward force minus 100. So if you taken that one means you will get net vertical shear force will be equal to minus 5. That one will be equal to minus 5. Net vertical shear force will be equal to minus 5. 95 minus 100. So VA is acting upwards and 100 will be acting downwards. Again, horizontal force. Horizontal force up to this point, center or entire in the horizontal line, it will be acting only 90 kilonewtons only. So up to 6 meters also it will be 90 only. So take down that one directly, which is 90 kilonewtons. And again, you know the values of V, theta, H value. You please substitute all these value, whatever the obtained values, you please substitute in this formula. You will get directly R value, that one will be equal to minus 22.9 kilonewtons. Friends, at the same time, go for the normal thrust. Entire values V, theta, H will be the same. You just, there will be only changes in the formulas, that is V cos theta minus H sin theta means V sin theta plus H cos theta. You just substitute the obtained values in this formula, you will get this value directly. Normal thrust will be equal to minus 87.17 kilonewtons. Friends, this is the concept based on the circular arches. So there will be small differences. For finding the theta value in the parabolic arches, you take down the slope based on that relation 4r by L square x into L minus x. So if you differentiate with respect to x, you will get the slope value. But here slope value can be taken by using this triangle. So that is the only difference for finding the radial shear and normal thrust, for finding the slope in the radial shear and normal thrust. Coming to the bending moment, what is the difference here? So for finding the intermediate y value, you can go with the parabolic, in the parabolic 3 hinged arches formula. there will be 4r by L square x into L minus x. But here for finding the intermediate value, y value, there will be two relationships. So based on this two relationship, you can obtain this y value. So again remaining things will be same. So you please note down the difference between the parabolic arches and the circular arches. Friends, I hope you understand this lecture. If you really like this lecture, please like this video and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.